Good morning. It's February 23rd, Thursday, I think. Yep, it's Thursday, February 23rd. First of all, shout out to my brother-in-law who had his birthday yesterday. So, happy birthday. I would have did it last night, but I fell asleep. I was going to add it on to my video, but I just passed out last night. I took a salt bath, and it's just, those things are just so relaxing. I take a whole thing of salt, about 45 cents, and I just pour it in the bathtub. And man, I don't know why, it must soak into your blood or something. It just wipes you out. Anyway, after the frostbite and everything else, it just felt good. Plus, last night I was able to get 5 pounds of hamburger. So I'm going to eat good the next couple days. In fact, I'm going to have a couple hamburgers just before I even get going, which I usually only eat one meal a day. But I'm starving, so yeah, that was good news. That was that guy with the toolbox I'm trying to get. Just trying to line up the financing on that, and that'll store a lot of my tools and keep them safe. So that's what I was working on yesterday. If you saw yesterday's video, the base for a toolbox that size, I started looking. Well, I've been looking. The reason I built the base is because the odds became high of me actually getting one. So anyway, today I'm going to work on the on getting that truck going. Some guy put his dump truck where I normally park, so I'm having a tough time parking on the street now with my truck and trailer. I don't know if it's some guy from another street that's people are parking commercial trucks on this street, so now I'm going to do it too. Or what? It's a nice dump truck, but it's like a flatbed dump. But the way he parked, I can't fit. I try to fit it in there, I can't get it in there, so I'm parked in front of my neighbor's now. He's probably pissed, but I've been parking like 3/4 of the block up the street at least, a big block. Anyway, I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to work on follow up on some job stuff. I'm going to pick up that toolbox, hopefully, if I can get the money and I can get the deal consolidated. Deals are always iffy till they're not. He said he would drive it down. I was worried about fuel costs, because where he lives is like quite a ways away, and it would cost about $60 in fuel. But he said he'd bring it down to Harrisonburg, which ended up costing me probably $20–25 in fuel, which is a lot better. Anyway, onward with the doings. I'm going to shave first. Yeah, I'm looking for the wire brush for the drill. I wanted to work on this other project, cleaning and painting the manifolds. George is hijacking me, but he doesn't want to just go like I want to go, just leave and get it over with. He wants to like wait a half an hour. He says, oh, the timing's important. What the heck's the timing important? It's already after 9. Just go and do it. He has to go to both his loan sharks, and then he's got to go again tomorrow. I don't know what I did with that darn drill brush. I don't know if I got a couple bucks on Lowe's I can get another stupid drill brush. So what I want to do is get those well, actually I got to go to the storage unit anyway and get that Y pipe. So I'll just see if I can find a drill brush up there. Let's plan. Here's the good news, the guy picked up his dump truck. Hope that's not going to be a habit. My truck's obviously in the way of these construction dudes next door. I got room to pull it over on the other side now, unless somebody else comes back. This here's a truck I want to work on today. I want to get the manifold and the Y pipe on. And if I can find my cutter, or I could use George's Sawzall, and maybe I can get the exhaust ready to put the adapter piece on. If I can get I'll either borrow a distributor out of the other truck, or I'll bring one from the storage unit, get the distributor and wires in here, see if I can get this sucker started up. This needs a throw-up bearing now, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of driving with this sucker. George thinks I should just drive it all around. But the problem is the throw-up bearing being bad will burn out the clutch arms, and then you end up in a lot more money going out. And that's a problem. Well, there goes George into this loan shark. We got hit both loan sharks. For some reason, I guess he's paying them off, and then he's going to re-roll it tomorrow. So, it's a beautiful day. I hope I can get some stuff accomplished here, other than running around here. George's going to burn up the gas he put in there. That's the problem too. I may not have enough gas to get around. I got to come up with enough gas to get to Harrisonburg later at least, assuming that deal goes off. We got to go to Waynesboro next. And I guess then I drop them off, and then I can run off to the storage unit, and I'll try to find a wire brush and the Y pipe. I can get started with this project. I got all the bolts the other day. Oh, here comes George from the other loan shark. We're up in Waynesboro now. We're arguing about gas mileage. He doesn't think that we use as much as we use. Hi, George.
Hello.
How'd it go?
Okay.
You all set? Everything hunky-dory?
Come back.
Well, downtown now. George wanted to stop at the other community bank to go to. He always wants to go to the drive-ups for some reason, but the other one is under repair, the drive-up thing. So I had to bring him downtown to this one. Thankfully, there was a legal parking spot. I need like 2 parking spots that are open on both ends, which is really hard with this truck with a trailer on it. But I got one. Yesterday I was parking an illegal one, and the cops started walking over. And George is saying it's legal, but there's no lines painted there or anything. So I know it's illegal, and there's no reason other than that the cop would have started walking over there, but he turned around when he saw George getting in the truck. Beyond that, we're arguing about how much gas. He says he knows how much miles things are, but I was going by the odometer. He thinks that his mind's more accurate than the odometer. It's really aggravating. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to this. Hamburgers. I don't have any cheese. Well, I do have some cheese, actually. I can make 2 cheeseburgers. I got 2 pieces of cheese. Awesomeness. So I'll make 2 cheeseburgers and 2 hamburgers for lunch here. Now, that's a lot. It's actually a little over a pound. Yeah, I even have Lee and Perrin's Worcestershire sauce to cook these with. Awesomeness. I got black pepper, Lee and Perrin's. What more can you need? Nice. I actually have 3 pieces of cheese, so I can make 3 cheeseburgers. I grilled one side of this. I'll grill it some more after I flip it, after it's cooked. And then I'll grill the other one at the same time, so it'll come out nice. Got some ketchup. So here's what I'm talking about. I'm going to just grill that some more. And I'll flip the other one so that it grills on the other side. Because the hamburger is done. And I'll have two perfectly grilled ends. They're cheaper. Looking good. It's nice not to be starving for a day or eating Kraft macaroni. Yeah, that's perfect. I even have chips. This is living high. This is living large. Too bad it can't be this way all the time. Oh, I'm going to have one more. Just like that, with potato chips and everything. It's heaven. Then I'm going to get back. I took about half of the hamburger, half of the 5 pounds, and it's 5 1/4 pounds. And I made enough hamburgers for the next couple days. And also I'll have another 2.5 pounds I can split in half or thirds and get some sauce and make noodles with hamburgers and sauce or something, or get some mushroom soup. Yeah, those are really good. I'm probably going to have another 2 for dinner. So, it's nice to be eaten. I can't even stress it enough. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is a good lunch, 2 of these. This is the second one. Well, I went to get started on that truck, but I can't find. I was looking for the wire brush. George hijacked me again, so he's taking me, having me drive around to 3 more loan sharks places. They call them loan sharks. I guess they're legit, but how can you call them anything but loan sharks when they charge 150% of your interest? The mafia didn't even used to charge that much. That's a lot of money. Anyway, I'm going to take them to this and 2 more, so it's going to probably blow most of the time in between now and when I got to go meet that guy up in Harrisonburg. So I have a feeling I'm not going to even get those manifolds processed today. Well, he went in to apply at Springleaf Financial. I don't know if he's gonna. No, here he comes. I guess he's not. He's looking for the loan sharks on purpose. I'll run him into loan, Max. He left the other one. Look the way this idiot parks. Or he or she. I think it's a she. It says sassy something or other. Blocks this whole back parking lot with her Mustang. She just parks like right in the middle of the darn road. You say you can't. It's a good thing I didn't turn in there. And then I'm parked in the next door neighbor's driveway street for the vet animal hospital. Boggles my mind how people drive sometimes. Anyway, hopefully he can do whatever he's trying to do. I think he's getting in over his head, really. Well, I had to bring George to the IRS. He needed to get some forms. So he's going in there. Well, I don't know what the deal is. I opened my GPS bag, and this whole thing was taken apart completely. There's actually a fuse that goes in here. And it looks like I got all the pieces, but for some reason it's not getting any juice out of my cigarette lighter. I don't know if I'm missing pieces or something screwed up. I don't know how to get my multimeter. But I needed this tonight too. I need to go find the guy with the toolbox. Still waiting for George outside the IRS trying to fix a stupid GPS system. He needed it to find another loan shark, but I can't get it running. Oh, oddly I see a little reset hole in there. Maybe this thing resets somehow. Maybe it's some kind of breaker and a fuse. I'm going to find a pin or something, push the reset button. You press the reset button with a safety pin. That didn't work. I guess I'll have to wait till I can get home and test this electric. I'm going to find my multimeter. It's probably in storage. I'll have to use MapQuest in the interim for the other trip. That'll work. Glad I found out early before I had to go up there. Well, I took George to Food Lion after the IRS. I took him to another loan shark. Now I took him to Kroger's. I'm waiting for him outside of Kroger's. You can see there's really nothing going to get done today. It's 3:30 in the afternoon already. It only stays light till like 4:30, then it gets dark. Well, I'm sitting here working on this video. I'm having issues with YouTube, by the way. For some reason, some of the videos don't show up, and now none of them are showing up. It says internal server error, contact YouTube. Anyway, I found my wire brush. I had it on this desk all along. Anyway, I'm working on V423, which is yesterday's video, which is pretty long, but I'm having to put it together in bits and pieces. I got the first parts of it together in this beginning one, but then it didn't show the next video. I can't get it to show because the whole server crashed over there. And this third part, I got it to start processing, but I don't know if it's going to actually do it, because their server that holds the videos may be down. Anyway, I'm gonna get back, since I just found this cleaning thing, I'm gonna get back on that project. It's still at the park way down the street. I want to work on my lighter project. In fact, I'm gonna check that first, because I gotta print out a MapQuest directions. I'm going to trade some car parts for a toolbox, possibly. Yeah, you can see here, none of my videos are showing up to be able to put into this video editor. I don't know what the heck's going on over at YouTube. This video editor has been problematic since they put it in. I mean, I love the concept where it just goes along the line, but it keeps rewinding itself for no reason. And it's sometimes puts it together wrong and with flaws in it, and sometimes it plays back really slow. Timing's all messed up. I have to keep remaking them and remaking them. I mean, it's very time consuming. And I got to the point where I put them together in pieces. That way, if the piece is broken, I just fix the piece, and then if I get all the good pieces, then I put the 3-4 pieces together, and then that's that. But it's just so ridiculous. But now I think their whole server's out, so who knows what the heck's going on. Well, I'll get these up as soon as I can. They're a little lengthy. Oh, it looks like some cars have finally left, so I have room to park my truck again. I gotta bring it around. It's way down. I wanted to test this lighter receptacle out, so I hooked up a tire pump. So let's turn on the ignition. Okay. Let's see if it works. No, that sucker is dead. Why? My stupid lighter dead. It was just working yesterday, and it's not a fuse either. Just make sure. No, that sucker's dead. Well, at least it's something I can fix. It would have been an expensive wire if it was working. I'll have to figure this out. Yeah, there must be some weird short. Gas gauge is showing pegged on full. I don't know why. I contacted the guy. We're going to pick up some car parts and get gas and go up and meet him. Alright, I'm up at the storage unit. Loaded up the car parts. And I'm off to Harrisonburg. Well, back on the highway. It's about 30 miles up, 30 miles back. The guy's actually going to meet me at a hospital. He's cutting about 120 miles off because it's 60. He actually lives 90 miles away. So meeting me there is going to save me a bunch of gas money. Anyway, hopefully it'll go well. I'm going to trade a hood pack, hopefully. There's some options. Well, here's something else weird. Now my speedometer stopped working. Great. I can't even tell how many miles I'm going anymore. I don't know what the heck's the deal. Great, the battery's on nothing. It's not charging. It means I may have an alternator belt. It may have broke. I don't see how that's possible. I'm having big problems here. I don't see the heat gauge going up. It's running normal. I'm going to try to make it to the contact point. It's only about 15 more minutes. I'll worry about it there. There are buses that can come out of Harrisonburg if I have to abandon the truck up there for a while. I'm about 35 miles away from home. The guy who just traded me the toolbox, I loaded the toolbox up. So that's a done deal, but the truck is not starting. I don't know if there's something wrong with the starter or something wrong with the alternator and it's not charging. So I may end up with no lights, even if I can get this started. Problem is this thing's got an electric fuel pump. I don't even know if he's going to come back with jumper cables. I don't know this guy. I hope he does. Yeah, I'm sleeping in this truck tonight or in the emergency room, waiting room. Well, I got a good jump and it's running. I'm going to try to make it home. Hopefully it'll make it. I don't know, it's 35 miles. Hopefully these lights will just stay on. And that electric fuel pump will keep pumping. Alright, I made it to the interstate. The thing almost stalled. Until the lights are getting dim already. 35 miles to go. Well, it didn't make it. I had to call 911. They're getting a tow truck. People almost hit the back. Bad scenario. The tow truck's gonna really whack. Well, I got lucky. Those big tow trucks they were trying to call were all busy. So they called some redneck guys. They're pretty cool. And they come down and jump started it, and I moved it down the road, so the cops are happy. And I grabbed Cherry's car, and I'm gonna go up and deal with that. I'm gonna have to go up to the storage unit. And I'll get the charger, and this isn't gonna cost a lot more money than it's already cost, which is 75 bucks. So that's pretty cool. Ever onward. Probably cost another 25 maybe. Alright, I got some 8-gauge cables. Yeah, if I can try to get a good charge on that sucker. Alright, I got it on the cables. I think I'm just going to hang out, let it charge for like an hour. It's about 9 o'clock p.m. Let it charge like 10 o'clock or so. You can see how long it takes. Usually like 8mm cables, or 8-gauge cables rather. I wish I had like 0-gauge or something. I gotta make it up to Martin's, up the street up there. If I can make it up to Martin's, and I can park it in the parking lot, and I can just leave it there. Or I can make it up to Lowe's or Walmart up there. That'll work too. And put it up at Lowe's or Walmart. The bus comes up there. I can take the bus up and play musical cars of the bus. But if the bus comes close enough, I could just get out and walk across the street here tomorrow. Sucks all this stuff just adding to the mix here. I don't know if you can even see this. Checking out this toolbox. Everything looks pretty good actually. That'll hold a lot of tools. Alright, I made it to Walmart. I'm gonna just leave it there till tomorrow. I'll take a bus back or something. I'll come get it with a bus. I'll come up and charge it. For right now, I'm just gonna get the car and go home. And park it where it gets parked and then walk home. Okay, that worked out okay. I'm only out about $100. So I'm gonna drop this back off and walk home. Tomorrow I'll walk back to this and I'll drive up there and I'm gonna charge it for a good half hour and then drive. Hopefully nobody will be parking in my spot. Then I'll drive back home when I don't have to run the lights, because that's the problem. The lights are sucking out all the juice and it isn't going to make it. It'll make it a lot further without the lights running. So, that's the plan, man. It's tomorrow's project. And the lonely walk home. It could have been a lot worse. They were trying to call a big wrecker that would have cost $500. But luckily, they were busy and they couldn't come, so they needed to clear the street, so they started to do it my way. It saved a lot of money. But anyway, it's all money I couldn't really afford at this point. What a pain in the butt. I even tried to get a job from the wrecker guys. They tell me, oh, the wrecker industry is not what it used to be and you need certification now. Listen, I guess they're changing it. I didn't even know that. So, what can you do? At least it's nice out. Well, I'm really, really tired tonight. Tomorrow I'll retrieve that truck. It's probably 95% probability is a bad alternator. Truck's got like over 300,000 miles on it, so you gotta expect this kind of stuff, I suppose. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night.